Greeting my fellow paper modelers, it has been a while. Here we are with part 2 of the hobby model or fly model build of the F-105 THUNDERCHIEF. We will complete the fuselage and pay careful attention to putting in that spine detail on the top and cockpit and heads-up display. All this and more. Let's begin. First off, I want to send a big shout out to all my Patreon members who make it worthwhile being here, and you, my valued viewers, who every weekend look towards something new in the paper modeling world in aviation. Thank you so much for your encouragement and your feedback. I really appreciate it. If you like to support what you're seeing, you can check out Patreon page that's in the description, and you'll get few perks that not a lot of many people know. So see you on Patreon, and thanks so much for tuning in. Well, let's continue with the fuselage build. So here you see I'm painting the edges. Key note, in any model, be it 1/72nd, 100 scale or 133 scale, paint the edges. It really adds. Also, I want you to know that this model is available but not in this camo scheme. This is a personal recolor that I did, and the author is the rightful owner of it. I'm just redoing this because I like the color scheme, wraparound scheme. I think it's called Euro 1 camo. You can let me know in the comments if I got this correct. So here you see I'm putting in the join plates. And I always preform what the fuselage cross-section would be like before I join them. And I tell you the truth, if you really want to build good models, go check out the tree view drawings that you usually find on the internet anywhere, and it really helps. So here, the F-105 carry a unique apron waist shape or Coca-Cola bottle shape. Now, it is where for some efficiency and speed, it is wider in the center and then it tapers off at the tail. So to capture this, you see I am making sure to do each individual fuselage join panel separate, and then I would then glue the center. And this helped. I really love how the THUNDERCHIEF came out, and in doing this model I did not realize how big this model was. Then again, I have to remember it carried more load than the B-17 bomber of World War II, and that carried a crew of 10. So I guess in many ways the technology that advanced it. Love the fuselage. So I didn't show the rest of the fuselage, but as you know, it is still the same process of joining everything till the end. So here we're doing the head-up display. Now this is the front part of the cockpit that will hold the head-up display, and you see I'm scoring and folding. So this is when you build your own model. I just really love how it came up. Now, imagine this kit is what, almost probably 30 years old and hand drawn. And I redid this on the computer, but it's a beautiful kit nonetheless. And I just love the detail. And here now we're going to put in the instrument panel. Now, key to everything, again, like I say, we just do a quick fit check, and then we're going to do the edges. It's very important. So here you see I'm using a watercolor pencil on the edge. You can use watercolor paint if you have it, but it's just for the efficiency. Then we put a bit of glue, and then we put on our instrument panel. So once that's done, we then can put in place and lock down, glued properly into place. The THUD, I think, was designed also to be a nuclear bomber, a tactical bomber that is. Right? And it's just big, it's fast, and I believe it scored its own MiG kill. I mean, somebody can tell me in the comment if that is so. Comment and let me know about that. But it's brilliant. So here you see I'm using clear plastic that I got from the packages what pharmaceuticals are wrapped with, like perfume boxes and so forth. And I'm going to use it to just add to that little detail up front. I always find it fascinating that the little details what you add to a paper model really makes it shine. And here now, I'm just cutting out the area that will hold the head-up display screen or glass, if you will, what takes that shine from the computer. And here you see I'm just folding as needs be, and then I'm going to just put in place. And onto that now, I will put the plastic rectangle that I cut to form the screen, and that will be it for that. Beautiful. Just love how this model coming together. Now, let's assemble the spine. So, the canopy is part of that spine detail. So, we're going to take our time, cut the canopy out, pre-roll it. Now, we pre-roll the canopy so that when we flatten it out again, it'll have that curve and it won't be as difficult. Because now it is much more tender or soft, so that's why we pre-curve it so that it won't be destroyed. As you can tell, I'm doing all of this in one take, so in case you hear any mistake, just know I'm just doing what needs to be done. And here now we're cutting out the curves for it, and that now, my friends, will form the basis which the hinge for the canopy will be on. Now on to the rest of the fuselage spine. So we put in that reinforcement according to the plan. Yes, an old fly model kit, but I'm just so fascinated by the fact that it came together quite well. And here I'm cutting out the spine. Takes a little while. Now the most important thing I realized once studying it is we have to form the curve, and it is slightly a compound curve, so I'm using any handle I have to then just continue form it. And now we paint the edges as usual. All the edges is painted, and now we're going to put on the joint tabs, and we put on the one that's attached to the canopy. Now pay careful attention to the alignment of the camo scheme, as well as remember it curves, so we do a test fit. Looks good, really tempted to see it come together, and we just do the rest of the spine. I do it this way so that it won't look out of alignment, so it's better to do all that structure on one piece, then we can put it all together as one. We put glue on the edge of that former, we put glue along all the edge of the spine, and then we carefully put in place. Now here is where you're going to take your time to make sure the alignment of the camo scheme and the alignment of where it's supposed to be is one. Also, pay attention to when you're doing the joint and the curve. Just make sure everything is A-OK. Put glue as needed and carefully finish up. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me this weekend. It's going to be a while. I am still on assignment, but I will see you soon. Until then, my friends, take care, walk good, one love.